Hello everyone, my name is Loyisile Ntunja, Miss Integrity 2017-2018. Yes, so I'm coming to you live from work, and I just want to invite you to our videos that will be happening. We want to discuss a topic that I feel has not been discussed in such a long time, the topic of sexual purity. The School of Integrity is a leadership academy. It helps us to lead in our various economies, in various communities, and I feel like one of the topics that our communities are not having is sexual purity, and the people that are sexually pure are not talking about it, and they feel some sort of way about being celibate or not, or abstaining from sex. So I just want us to have an honest and open discussion about sex. What brought this about was when we are currently on a fast, and what brought this about was when one of the prayer points was saying that we should pray for the economy to develop at 2 double digits. It's currently developing at 1.something%. So the solutions were like, we need to be employed, we need to employ people, we need to open businesses, and we need to employ people so that we don't depend on the government per se. So my thing is that I know business, but it is not my way, it's not my strongest point. So I was trying to figure out of ways, how can I contribute to giving back to the economy, ensuring that it grows. And one of the things that always bothered me about the government was how much it spends in general. So one of the things, when I was searching, I saw that we spend a lot of money on child grant. It's 420 per person per month. So it means that it's 5,040 for one individual per year, for the government to support someone that has had a child that they're unable to take care of. And I believe that if we would open the conversation, if we would be able to talk about sexual abstinence, just sexual purity, we will be able to reach just one person that will not fall into the trap of having a baby before they can take care of the baby. And this says, I stand from a Christian view that we are not supposed to be having sex before marriage. So if you are married, I feel like you are in a better space to take care of the child. So it takes away the burden from the government to look after children that are born without proper care. So we are opening this discussion, and we want you to comment below and just say your views on what you think about sexual purity and what your stand is. And we just want to ensure that we start this discussion, and then we just start talking to people openly about the benefits of purity, because the government feels pressured, the government feels the burden of having to take care of children. And if you look at the solutions that the government is coming up with, its morning after pills, where they say you can't use them for a number of times before they damage your womb. So the government would rather have a wombless generation, would rather have a generation that is unable to give birth, because it's trying to cut down on spending. And they have legalized abortion in South Africa because it's an easier solution. It's an easier solution to just spend once and not spend again, because it becomes now an expense to the government if you decide to keep the baby. So we just want to open up and say, we will not take these solutions anymore, and we're just giving you a better solution, that if you abide in the word of the Lord, if you abide by the rules, and you just keep yourself, you just abstain from sex, not because of economic development, but because you want to honor God with your body, then it cuts down a lot of burdens, and then we will be able to move forward to ensure that we are a fruitful generation that is able to give birth when the time is right. So I'd just like you to join us as we take on this discussion about abstinence, about purity, about how do you get out of sex. If you have never had sex before, maybe you're suffering from pornography, or maybe you are suffering from masturbation, whatever you may be suffering from, we want to help. We want to open up the conversation to say it's not easy, but it can be done. And we are living proof. We've got some people at the school that have kept themselves until they got married. They didn't go crazy, they were not grumpy, they didn't grow pimples, So we just want to say this year, let it be a year where we take a year to ourselves to just regroup and just to say, you know what, I'm taking a decision to abstain. I'm taking a decision to ensure that when the time is right, I am able to give birth. Thank you. Do comment and share the video and just share your views on what you would like us to discuss or what you are struggling with. Thank you. Bye.